one bracelet has found, and that bracelet is from 40,000 years. From previous excavations, the archaeology department have found some kind of skeleton of yogi and some inscriptions of yogi. So it's like in Ramayana, we are witness Sugriv, Bali, and Hanuman and Jambuwant. So many different kind of species. They are superior than humans. Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk to you about the human race and how the primitive human and the fundamental human race came into this earth, and how did they spread throughout the world. So on this there are too many topics, too many theories about how humans are spread into this world and how they transform from the apes or monkeys to the man or today's Homo sapiens. So if we see or delve into this topic, we can firstly observe one thing, that is various kinds of human branches, and we can see there are many human branches the archaeologists have find, that is the early humanoids, hominins, which is from 7 million years ago, and after that Australopithecus, then Neanderthalensis, then recently Denisovians, which is found in Siberia. So there are many human branches which Darwin or other post-Darwinist or the post-scholars have talked about the human race, that they came from the African continent and spread the world. So but it is not really true, because in the recent years they have found many evidence actually which does not support the theory, which actually tells that the African origin, if we see the DNA, then they only holds the 3.5%, but other human races or other subdivisions or other branches, they occupy mostly the Denisovians or other human races. They carry the other DNAs and they mingle or mix up, and they create this new Homo sapiens. Theories before the concept of Homo sapiens or Neanderthalensis, which spread from the African subcontinent. But now in recent days, theories has said about the mainly in the favor of Asian or Southeast Asian countries, mainly the India, China and Siberian parts. They are holding this DNS and they spread this to the whole world. This is the first point. Secondly, we thought in the previous doctrines that findings that humans came from starting from a specific point and we are growing until this level. But it is not really true, because there are many evidence. Number one evidence is 40,000 years ago there are some other kind of one bracelet has found, and that bracelet is from 40,000 years ago, and there they have one holes. This hole is more significantly hole by a drilling machine. Bracelet is kind of mystery because there has one hole, but the hole cannot any evidence to make this hole by any tools or instruments, but it is drilled by a drilling machine. So it should be there must have some kind of technology in that years, in the 40,000 years ago. So it is not true that man are coming from a primitive stage, then we are become this advanced technological era. It is not really true. There must have many different kind of species. They must have different technology on that period, and they would have means extinct in many different reasons. Maybe some political issues, maybe some environmental issues, or maybe some catastrophes, earthquakes, flood. There may be different influences on that. Secondly, we have now recently found the ellipsoid, like the lingam. One lingam is found on Delphi, Greece, and many other places. So it is the another evidence that in that period also, 2000 or 3000 years ago, they were worship. They know how to worship. This Delphi is on Greece. So in Greece also there have some connections with India and other countries. So there must have some advanced kind of civilization in that period. Then thirdly, recently or some from previous excavations, the archaeology department have found some kind of skeleton of yogi and some inscriptions of yogi. So in that time also there must have some technology, some knowledge basis, some kind of very higher kind of knowledges, superior kind of knowledges, and for many different reasons they may have extinct, or they may lose that their technology in many different reasons. And there are many examples, like in Ramayana we are witness Sugriv, Bali, and Hanuman and Jambuvant. So many different kind of species, they are superior than humans or Homo sapiens, and they have many powers. So there in that time also we may have witnessed that kind of species, and we may have live side by side with that kind of entities. Time passes, it has extinct, or many became endangered, or we cannot see more in this kind of species anymore in this time. So there may be some scope also. If we see this all kind of data information, we can accumulate one thing, that in previous days there may have many kinds of species and they have endangered and extinct, and now we are Homo sapiens are there, and in the recent future maybe we may have extinct, and in the place of us there may be some other kind of entities or other kind of humans or other kind of Homo sapiens or other species. They may rule in this world. So there may have, in both the ways, they may have chances. And other thing is this kind of whole excavations or whole findings, we can see the humans are a very usual connection to the gods or godliness figures or the spirituality. They are very much exposure to this kind of all kind of entities which we do not see usually in this period of time. So on that moment, on that period, they may have used different kind of technology which we are not in today's era or today's time. We may not have exposure to that kind of technology which they have usually communicate, which they used to do on their time. So that much I have to say. So okay, thank you very much. We'll see you later. Till then, take care. Bye. Thank you.